knock us down, we're going to get up. And on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off, all right? And we're going to stand up. We're going to take your other kneecap.
All right, welcome back, and please welcome head coach of the Detroit Lions, Coach Dan Campbell. Coach, our researching department team is telling us that only 4 kneecaps have been bitten in the first half. I'm not sure if that's good or bad, but as the knee-biting expert, is that a good number, or should we expect more in the second half?
Well, I would think in the playoffs you want a lot more right now. I would expect more, so it's coming. I believe that.
Yeah.
Pretty good start to the Cowboys second half. Nice throw to the tight end in honor of our former tight end, Coach Campbell. Looked like Dallas went up there and might have went quick, Eli, in case they thought he bobbled that pass. He caught it clean, so they went up there and ran a quick play, which everybody kind of has that in their repertoire. Coach, you guys had a great season in Detroit, 9-8, barely missed the playoffs. You deserve all the credit. Just talk about what it was like in Detroit this season.
Well, look, it was special. It was a special group of guys, special staff. And, those guys just wanted to go to work, man. It was, we've got a lot of young guys, but they bought in. Our GM, Brad Holmes, did a good job with the draft. And then, look, the veterans that we have that we kept that were here or re-signed, man, they're a huge part of this. So I just feel like we're trending the right way. It was good. Certainly we came up short, but it was fun, and we know we're heading the right place.
No doubt.
All right, big third down, 3rd and 4 right here. Let's see if the Bucs listen to you, Pate. Bring a little pressure and get tight on these receivers. No. CeeDee Lamb.
It's like 7-on-7 out there, Coach. Looks like 7-on-7.
Well, they listened to you. They brought the pressure, Pate. They brought the pressure, but Dallas did a good job picking it up and getting him one-on-one right here. Look at this little deep over route. Pate, 88 right there in the slot. That's a lot of room to try to cover a receiver. But, hey, Coach, Peyton said it. You guys were 9-8 right now. We're watching a Bucs team that was 8-9 in the regular season. They're hosting a playoff game, and I know you're not really a competitive guy, though. So am I right that watching this game hasn't been bothering you at all?
Well, yeah, that's exactly right. I would say that it is frustrating, but we also we're responsible for that too. We had our chance, and it was a little too late. Too little, too late. We had a chance early in the year, so. But if anything, it motivates you is what it does. That's why I like watching these games. It just fuels your fire,
No doubt.
No doubt about it. Coach, you're one of the great motivators in the NFL today. Having the lead, being behind, both of them have pressures. What kind of halftime speech would you have given to both of these teams if you were in that situation tonight?
What you got? What's your point?
Yeah, look, I think if you're Dallas, you're saying stay the course. Everything that we're doing right now is working, and other than kicking, but you can always go for 2. So, but they're really having their way. You can tell that what they came in to do is working for them right now. And I think Tampa, the big thing is you can't panic, but man, these 2nd and 13, 2nd and 15, we got to get out of the second longs. We got to be much more efficient. I do think you got to get Evans the ball, move him around if you have to, put him in the slot. Just let's get it to this guy somehow, some way, and keep working the back out of the backfield is what I would say. But yes, we got to challenge. We have to challenge on the perimeter as well.
What are you feeling right here, Coach? You think you get the tight end right here in the mix? I mean, you're a former tight end. This is where you shine, right? A little stick nod in the red zone.
Let's run it.
Your specialty?
Well, it's stick nod. I think you're going to get a keeper or a boot before you get that. I can see them. They'll save the stick nod for 3rd down is my guess. But look, I wasn't the one getting stick nods, Eli. I was the one I was in 84 protection, 384 protection. So that was Shockey or Witten. So it all worked out great for this.
You were just you're an extra offensive tackle, basically. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's right. That's all right. It was good. I loved it.
Hey, Coach, you talk about halftime speeches. I mean, I talked to Mike McCarthy. Their game against the Commanders last week. They truly got punched in the mouth. Sometimes that's good for you, right? It was an embarrassing loss. There was a lot to play for, but you can tell it woke them up. They have responded tonight.
Yeah, you don't ever want those to happen, but the reality is sometimes it does, and I think it is. It's a reality check, and sometimes you got to have them. You just hope they don't cost you a critical spot in the playoffs or to get in or all those things. But absolutely, it is a wake-up call.
Yeah. I'd run it again, E.
Yeah. Reverse screen, maybe?
Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
Right. That was, did he step out of bounds?
Reverse screen with an exit, huh? Looks like.
Yeah.
I mean, that was talking about protection down there in the red zone. How much time did he have?
Out of bounds, Pate. Did he stay in bounds? Oh, yeah.
Look at those feet.
I can't tell. Oh, my. Oh.
It went through his hands.
Through his hands. Are they? Would you go for two right here, Coach? What do you think? Would you go for two? You think about it?
Yeah.
You give your guy. You try to give some confidence back in your kicker. Hey, we're gonna need you next week. We need you to make an extra point.
I do think at halftime you do talk to your kicker and say, "Hey, listen, we're going back to you, all right? But if you don't make this one, that's it."
Yeah.
The previous play.
You got one last chance.
What do you think?
Huh.
I think it did.
Yep. I think he might have been out. They're going to replay that. Coach, stay with us here. Stay with us when we come back.
Yes, sir.
This one's coming back. They're going to have a third down. They're going to have a third down coming out. Hey, Coach, so what's this referee telling Mike right now? Is he giving him an early call, or is he just talking through the situations?
Well, normally if they've got it, they'll tell him whether it was a touchdown or not. But he's probably just explaining what they're looking at right now, which we all know is your foot. It looks like maybe the back heel, back portion of the foot could be out, but yet is it truly on the line, or is his foot arched? Like, you're going through all these things that, who knows?
You know what? Because the defensive back touched it first. He touched it first, then the receiver caught it. He reestablished himself. It's a touchdown. So because the defensive guy made a play, it's a touchdown. Unbelievable.
Stand by. This is a big play here. This is a big play right here.
This kicker was hoping he was hoping he could kick it from the 2-yard line instead of having to go all the way back. Oh my goodness.
Just got the shanks a little bit.
I don't even know what to say.
Now we got lots of analysts up there in the owner's box, right? We got extra analysts up there. I think good hold.
Listen, he's been money all season.
I know. Bless his heart.
He's in a little bit of a funk right now. I think he just needs one of these long field goals is what he needs.
Yeah, exactly. I think Eli called that early. The extra points.
He wanted them to, for that to be incomplete, and then they would not get the third down, so he could try to kick an extra point from the 2. I mean, the field goal from the 2, instead of having to go back for that extra point, is longer than the field goal would have been. This is crazy. This is crazy. Hey, Coach, you're a Texas guy. You grew up in Clifton, Texas. You're a Cowboys fan. You went to Glen Rose High School. You went to Texas A&M. You played for the Cowboys. I mean, how does this work? Can a Lions coach publicly announce that he's rooting for the Cowboys right now?
Well, I didn't say I was rooting for the Cowboys. However, I was a Cowboys fan. I was a Cowboys fan growing up. It's hard not to be when you grow up in Texas. So, but no, I'm enjoying. Oh my God!
Yeah.
Pictures. Look
at
you
these
guys.
shots.
Been doing your homework.
Yeah.
Look at the neck roll. That's the high school one for the Tigers. Boy, you don't see those anymore.
Love the neck roll.
Those
you got to bring them back. You got to get your guys in those. Your tight end should be required to wear a neck roll. with the
neck
the
rolls
Lions.
and the new helmets now, the new practice helmets, the bobbleheads. Those are good. That would go good with that.
No doubt.
Hey, Dan, you played the Cowboys this season. You called Michael Parsons gifted. He ended up having 2 sacks in that game. What makes him so difficult to stop, in your opinion?
And first of all, I think what I said was an understatement. He's beyond gifted. This guy, he's versatile. He's explosive. He's got a quick first step, one of the quickest, I think, in the league. And he's long and he's explosive, man. I mean, he's one of these rare guys, man. He can play off the ball. He can cover if you need him to. And then he's got every move in the book, man. You could see as the season went on, his repertoire really opened up, man. He went from speed to power, then he's starting to spin, then he's able to counter, he can dip, and so he's a dynamic rusher. And he really grew as a run defender as the season went too.
He's thriving.
The 3rd and long for you, Coach.
He's thriving in these situations. He loves these 3rd and 9s. He loves these 3rd and 9s, right? Just what Dan said not to get into.
Listen, getting 4th and manageable. Let's start there.
There he goes.
He's down.
Yeah.
He's down.
He's down.
Evans knows he's down. And he's going for
Pretty good run here
Well,
by
the question is it even complete?
right. Definitely not a
That'll be
fumble. We know
No.
that.
And so is somebody telling you right now up in your press box kind of what it looks like on replay? Is that how it usually works?
It is. I'm going to a gentleman right now, and I'm wanting to know what it looks like up there.
Nice catch.
Oh man,
By Brady,
that's a heck of a catch. It's a heck of a catch.
Catcher. He's a catcher in baseball. Ooh.
Ah,
That might be incomplete, right?
it's hard to say.
The ruling on the field is a catch and a fumble recovered by Dallas. After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Tampa Bay, number 66. That penalty is half the distance to the goal. It'll be 1st down, Dallas.
What's the flag? That personal foul?
That's down, right? I don't think it doesn't look like it was loose, right? I mean, it's still in the chest.
The previous play is under review.
And so he's telling you what he thinks is going to happen, and then is he right most of the time? Are you yelling at him if he tells you, oh, yeah, it's definitely a fumble, it's our ball?
Well, I would say this.
Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. We're going to commercial.
Yep.
All right, welcome back. Looks like Tampa, got the first down there, so it'll be their ball. So, hey, Coach, I think one of the problems in this game is that Tom Brady doesn't have a great tight end to throw to. He misses Gronk right now, and Gronk gets all the credit for the touchdown celebration in his spike. However, we have video of you back from 2005, 5 years even before Gronk was in the league, and you're spiking it. Should you be getting all the credit for the spike here? I mean, look at this thing. Let's watch this. Oh, and there you go. I mean, that should be the Campbell
I think that was
spike.
my only catch of the year. I think that was my only catch of the year. But it
We
worked
call
out.
it the Campbell spike, though? I mean, that was pretty strong.
You can. I'll take it.
I'll start calling it there.
Look at it.
He's been copying you all these years.
Hey,
Yeah.
Gronk's
His follow
Gronk's
through
kinda
is a little
coming in.
better.
I don't know. I think you got more power.
He had more practice.
I like my hips
he had more
there,
practice over the years, probably.
I think, yeah, he did. Yes, he did.
Hey, Coach, you played these guys, the Cowboys, in Week 7. Are you surprised by what you're seeing tonight based on what you saw when you saw them up close?
No, I'm not. I tell you what surprised me was late in the year, them just, not playing as smooth as they had early in the year, because I thought a lot of this team, they're uber talented and they're well coached, and And so, no, I'm not surprised by that. They got a lot of players now, and they play pretty hard too. There's so many mismatches that they create, you know.
Up front, yeah, and all the way around, right? Secondary, up front, everywhere. Yeah,
absolutely. But I mean, it does start with the front with these guys. And you certainly got to chip and nudge the edges.
Yeah. You got Fournette on the check down right there, E. This is what happens when you're down 24-0, though, right? You feel like you got to make a play. You might take a shot here. Wow. Evans was going the other way. He was going the other way.
Scramble drill, right. He thought he was going to go back to the middle. He's turning going back upfield. So they're getting a little frustrated, Peyton. You can kind of see Evans is frustrated. Tom's starting to force some things, so they got to be careful here.
I tell you what, they desperately need a turnover. They desperately need a turnover.
And if you're the Cowboys here offensively, you're coming out doing the same stuff. Are you trying to run it a little more? Do you think about the clock at this point?
I'm not thinking about it yet. I'd still be going. We're trying to go. Like, to me, let's score. Okay. Let's go score again.
Good.
I like that.
I like that. Stick with us, Coach. Stick with us. Got a few more questions for you. Come back.
All right, welcome back. Cowboys are up 24-0. They got the ball again, so big drive right here. Really a chance to maybe put this thing away if they can, still be aggressive and go get a score. Still got Coach Campbell with us. Coach, a lot of people are calling for you to win NFL Coach of the Year this year, but when we have a second, we're going to show a little picture. Your office door nameplate says head coach / dude. How much would it mean for you to win NFL Dude of the Year? Would that be a great honor for you?
Well, they put that on there right when I got the job. So, look, it would absolutely be an honor because there's some really good coaches that are
the dude
that deserve that. But no, to me, there's better ones out there than me by the job they did this year. Dayball would be one of those, just did a heck of a job. Doug Peterson, I can go down the list there. So, yeah, I'd be honored, but there's some coaches that are really worthy of that.
I mean, I'm not sure they're dudes, though. I mean, I think you're the only dude out of that group.
Well, yeah, if you are saying it like you said it, Eli, truly dude, then yeah, I think I should win that.
Coach, obviously the goal for the Lions next season, of course, is to make the playoffs, keep going. We have a chance, so I want to show a picture of yourself from your Green Bay Packer game in Week 18. Considering the state of your nose outside in cold weather, how important is it for the Lions to get home field advantage next season?
Listen, the last thing I'm worried about is my nose, so if that thing falls off, I don't care where we're at. It's okay. We'll just keep going, all right? We'll figure out something else. I'll get a piece of wood and just glue it on. But
that's right.
No, that would be nice to get yours, though.
Hey, I get it. I've been to Green Bay in January. It is cold, but where do you think your nose ranks on the Tom Coughlin Lambeau scale, though? Who had a worse experience?
Look, yeah, I think he had it a little worse, but he wouldn't tell you that, knowing Coach.
Yeah, That's right. He'd keep that close to the vest. Yeah, the cheeks, Coughlin's cheeks were a little redder. They're doing just what you said, Coach. They're staying aggressive, right? They're throwing, they're running, they're doing just what you said.
You pull back too early, you could get in trouble.
Yeah, especially against this quarterback.
That's right.
Hey, Coach, the Lions haven't won a championship since 1957, ever since Bobby Lane was traded and the curse of Bobby Lane began. On Peyton's places, Peyton and Jeff Daniels tried to lift the curse by filling a bathtub full of whiskey. Obviously, you did not win the Super Bowl this year, so apparently they failed. Were you aware of this attempt, or is this the first time you've heard of a show called Peyton's Places?
No, actually, I was aware of this because it did have a direct link to us. And Look, I don't believe in that stuff, but we did start winning, so that does make me think, right?
Yes.
You're thankful.
Listen, I can't argue with that. We started some things started going our way. I will say that.
Yeah, Eli. The power of Jeff Daniels doing some Ann Rice voodoo at Ford Field, man. Hey, it didn't mean it had to happen this year. They're just setting the tone. They're setting the tone. They're sending the message to the north that Detroit's coming. So I feel like we did our job. Here we go.
Well, listen, you're not hearing an
Motown,
argument from me.
MNF,
Here it is.
and Ed McMahon cleanse the Detroit Lions of the curse of Bobby Lane and restore the roar of the Lion pride.
I tell you what, Bobby Lane did it right, though, didn't he? My God.
Yeah, he did. Bobby didn't get shorted.
Hard, right?
He didn't get shorted. All right, I feel we might actually get a field goal opportunity for our kicker to kind of redeem himself. I love this play call, though. I love just what you said. Drop back.
There you go.
Go through your progressions. Get the ball out on time. I love this.
They called a shot there, Pay. They were trying to hit CD on a post route. Didn't get the right coverage. Good job by Dak, just taking the check down. And that's something Kellen Moore, he can keep calling aggressive plays, knowing that, if it's not there, Dak can, make those smart decisions, get a check down, and get it to 3rd and 5, get it to, 3rd and manageable right here.
This is a critical one here.
Yeah.
Got to bring something. They need some.
Play it. I mean, at least they're kind of pressing in their face. Finally.
Let's go.
That's a away.
There you go.
Looks like he's trying to hit a slant. Just had, they dropped that defensive end, Pay. They brought some inside pressure, dropped the defensive end. He was right in the slant window. So good job by Dak, not forcing it. Throw it away there. Don't give them any momentum.
And on defense here, Dan, if you're the head coach, what are you telling Dan Quinn defensively?
Same thing. I'm not letting off yet. We're going. Let's do exactly what we've been doing. Stay the course, keep mixing the coverages, keep pressuring, pushing the pocket on Brady.
Nice.
Punt there.
Special team department's doing well here.
Yeah, I mean, this is everything that Tampa did not expect, Eli, with the score by talking to them. Hey, Coach, thanks for being on.
Coach, thanks so much. Thanks for
Best
coming
of luck.
on.
Go Lions.
Guys, have a good one.
Thank you, man.